That was Humanity Prevails by Jonathan Young, a celebratory tin dedicated to the Helldivers who fought to defend our mother planet from the vile, tyrannical tentacles of truly terrible evil. So, once again, do the forces of darkness and bureaucracy make an attempt on my life, and once more do they find the more they tighten their grip, the easier it is for me to slip through their fingers. It does appear that all of my enemies seem to lack a crucial component that guarantees their failure. The Terminids lack sentience, automatons individuality, eliminate humanity, and anything that resembles a moral compass. And the Ministries? They lack creativity and vision. Yeah, I'm calling those buttheads boring and basic. I kinda saw something like this coming right from the get-go and was seriously tempted to have Mercy just vaporize General What's-His-Beard the second I saw him, but I was curious to see where they were going with all of this. Speaking of which, Mercy, are you back online?
Affirmative, ma'am. I have recompiled my engrams after the loss of the Ministry building and the Mostia datanet, and I am ready for future operations.
And what happened to General What's-His-Beard?
Survived. Unfortunately. A technicality that will shortly be remedied. To the death it is then.
Yeah, Mercy, you sound annoyed.
Indeed. General Sirius has accomplished something that I did not think possible. I am most put out.
I guess it's a good thing, then, that I made the deal with Kaiser Z that I did. In exchange for freeing his world from the grip of vile tyranny, he would help me free Shipper from its own corrupt government, starting with the destruction of the Ministry of Truth HQ, which he did in his usual spectacular over-the-top fashion. I think he played Tchaikovsky or something? The last thing I heard before stuff started blowing up was something about an overture and a crescendo. I'll be honest, dear listeners. I'm just tired of this. All through our struggles against the Illuminate, I waited for the Ministries to come to their senses. But that hope was betrayed by an act of treachery that bordered on barbarism. I have long said that my personal brand of delusion is that I would believe everyone to be better than they are. In the case of the Ministries, I no longer believe that. Super Earth's government can't be fixed. There are just too many corrupt, tyrannical, dictatorial bad actors within that only care about themselves, their pocketbooks, and flexing their power. It's broken, it's done, it's never gonna get any better. Stop hoping otherwise. It's a big club and you ain't in it. So, to that end, I'm gonna up sticks and leave. In a sense. I have located a small, unknown cluster of worlds beyond the galactic rim that are remote and off any map. They are good and bountiful and can provide for everyone. Any who are interested and are just tired of how, no matter which way you turn, it's just another self-interested bureaucrat only representing himself, another psychopath looking to re-alphabetize your organs, another alien fussy-wuzzy who thinks that you'd look great put in the dirt. Reach out to Mercy. He will show you the way to Angel's Refuge. But that doesn't mean that I am giving up on the galactic war. If anything, my goals have shifted priority. The worlds that we end up liberating, they'll be able to return to Super Earth's control if that's what they want, but they will also be free to return with me to my new home and live free from war and persecution. That is my bargain. I will still try to fight and help you regardless, because the worst other people are capable of does not dim the best that I am capable of. That being said, the morning news. Long-range communication satellites came back online yesterday, which is something that I would have covered immediately if I did not have to deal with yet another tired, boring assassination plot. At this point, I think that every single faction in the universe has tried to kill me at least once. Heck, even the Chaos Divers at one time. Ah yes, Trimsica. Regardless, Super Earth Command wants two planets liberated. Alairt VII, formerly owned by the Persian Kingdom of Alamak, and Alairt III, a colony world serving the same government. Foreign operations bases have been set up in New Stockholm, and the Helldivers are tasked with cleansing these worlds of squid influence any way that they deem necessary. Unfortunately, planetary scans detect only undead on their surface. The prion disease hit Alamak hard, and there are precious few left to save. It looks like the Illuminate took advantage of the communications FTL and power blackout to poison the capital city's water supply, and once the majority of the population had been transformed into voteless, the pathogen rippled out to smaller settlements who, caught completely unaware that they were even under foreign occupation, stood absolutely no chance. It also bears mentioning that the Illuminate appear to be reconstructing some aspects of the megacities found on the Death Frontier, and these newly formed structures are consistent with markers discussed in some circles of unitology. Those who know what I'm talking about, yeah, this is very much not a good thing. Those who don't know, you don't wanna. Let's just say that there are worse things in the cosmos than the Illuminate, and we are truly better off not attracting their attention. What these markers are doing is still unknown, but initial scans indicate that they are acting as a focus for psionic power, much like the monoliths were doing before, but on a much bigger scale. It is probably for the best interest of all living things, great and small, that they do not remain standing for much longer. That being said, the Helldivers are making slow, agonizing progress upon the surface of Alamak, harassed by Leviathans who still suck in every single available context, Illuminate and undead every step of the way. But Alairt remains inert, for now, with its megacities being corrupted into new gargantuan markers without any sort of democratic supervision whatsoever. So, Helldivers, if you could fire a few 380s into these things for me, I would really appreciate it. They are generating a sonic frequency that is akin to the combined insanity of both 4chan and Super X directly into my brain, and I am starting to run low on ibuprofen. And I thought listening into the Terminated hive mind was bad. Their rank and file are pretty basic, but Carla, their primary hive persona, she tends to alternate between luxuriating in her own psionic essence and spitting venom our way every now and again. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pandora the Radio Angel. With Super Earth's government temporarily crippled, that allows the less than legal factions of Helldivers to operate on the Death Frontier with relative impunity, while our foes put the shattered remains of their dangly bits back together. So let's make the most of our time and spread some freedom. Legitimate freedom. It sure does look like this place could use some. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for the Angelic Rebellion. Viva la Revolution Angelique.